Flint, Michigan is now a symbol of industrial decline, with high poverty and crime rates. And now a new danger. It's water. Melissa Mays, once a healthy mother of three, blames her family's recent health problems on the city's water.
It was in the fall of 2014, we started to lose our hair, all five of us. And we started developing rashes on our arms and our face, and it wouldn't go away, and it hurt. So, you know, we'd ask questions, and they'd tell us, oh, the water's just a little harder. It's fine. Hey, guys, I want you to come in here and get some water.
But it was far from fine. Her children's blood tests revealed high exposure to lead. So how did Flint's water supply become contaminated? To save money, the city stopped pumping water from Detroit and started pumping it from the Flint River. The problem is it's a lot more corrosive, damaging Flint's aging pipes and leaching lead into its water supply. The state didn't acknowledge there was lead in the water until September, a year and a half after the switch, and they didn't ask for government help until last week. President Obama has now declared a state of emergency.
We found some really kind of hot pockets where the lead levels were the worst.
The pediatrician who helped expose Flint's lead problem said residents would live with the consequences for the rest of their lives.
It affects their cognition, so their thinking. It drops children's IQ. It drops their IQ points. So imagine what this has done to an entire population. We have shifted that IQ curve down.
We need to get these pipes out of the ground.
In a largely black city, a sense of betrayal and anger. Filmmaker Michael Moore said what many were thinking, that this would never have happened anywhere else.
It's not just a water crisis, it's a genocide. It's a racial crisis. It's a poverty crisis.
Where this came from started.
Relying on donated water, residents fetch all the bottles they can carry, a routine that's wearing thin, but one they'll have to get used to. It may be years before the water in this American city is safe to drink again. Michelle Fleury, BBC News, Flint, Michigan.
What's good, y'all? It's boy Young Lee Jr. So he's been there he's been the governor since 2011, you know, and to 2019. This is when we had before Gretchen Whitmer came in and everything. But it's really crazy. When I heard about this back in 2014 about, you know, the Flint water crisis, the whole purpose was that he wanted to switch from the Detroit, you know, water system to the Flint water system in order to save money. Now, Flint is like I want to say 74 to 80% black population. About, you could say it's 100,000 residents in there. Many people, over half of the people that lives there is making below up to $26,000 a year. So it's really not feasible for a lot of people to have like a nice, decent living. And, you know, it's crazy. I look at this too, like this won't happen in West Bloomfield because I'm from Michigan. What happened in Rochester Hills won't happen in any other, you know, upscale city. But because this is a majority of, you know, black people here or just poor people there, they don't care. And he felt like he probably can get away with it. And, I mean, it's sad, like they just now doing this. And, you know, I think his former chief of the department, Nick Lyons and everybody, they getting kind of, they getting indicted as well. So it's interesting too. I don't know how long he's going to be in prison. He might be going to trial for this and everything, but it's crazy. But it's really sad for the people. I remember I was going to church and donated like hundreds and like thousands of water bottles to the people. All that pressure from the celebrities. You got, you know, Elon Musk was talking about creating water filters for individuals. So I mean, this probably kind of pushed on to for him to actually be indicted. So that's what I say, you know, the voice of the people. You got to be the judges, got to be the lawyers, the governors, the cops, in order to actually have the laws in favor, because you got people like him, you know, that comes into office and abusing their power just for their own interests. And look at this now, you know, many people, as you can see, the doctor was talking about, it destroys their cognitive thinking, drop their IQ levels. They won't be able to, you know, have logical reasoning or thinking. And this is going to affect many generations. People's hair they was losing hair. And then, you know, they calling the water companies. It's like, oh, well, the water's just a little dim. It's just not that bad. But it's crazy, man. So this is why I believe that, you know, on MLK Day, when I made that video and it created for him, just to honor his legacy. Yeah, you can have all your opinions on one. I'm not going to compare it to him or other civil rights leaders, but he did advocate for the Poor People Campaign and rights for individuals, man. I mean, if he was alive today, he'd probably kind of be disappointed right now, as far as like, you know, as black people still trying to, you know, we're still marching and calling for racial injustice. But I look at this too, man. This is it's a war out here that we're going against. We're going against like snakes and the principalities of evil, man. I mean, from the heavenly realms. It's deep. You know, this is not a physical fight; it's a spiritual fight. But what we can do here on earth is that, you know, we have to voice our opinions, but we have to do those certain things, man. We got to stand up for the people, and we can't just be silent. You know, that's what Satan wants us to do, and just give up. But this is a long-term fight. You can't do this individually. You have to do it as a group. But the thing is, we're too divided to actually understand, like, where you got some people in power that want to destroy the working class, middle class, lower middle class. If you're not rich, elite, you're you know, you're unworthy. And this is when it kind of creates this FU mentality, you know, I truly believe. But that's really all I have to say, man. You guys can like, comment, subscribe, share this video. You know, prayers to the people in Flint too. They still recovering from this, man. I'm out. Deuces.